Italian lemon chicken. I believe it is traditionally called lemon piccata. Piccata. I am butchering the name, I apologize. But I believe
so the first step of making lemon chicken, also known as piccata chicken, is to season your chicken breast. So what I have here is about 2 chicken breasts, and I butterfly them multiple times until they're this thin. Because if you butterfly them only once, they're still pretty thick. Butterflying is the technique of cutting your chicken breast in half horizontally. So I cut it maybe 2 times, butterflied it 2 times, and then I tenderized it with a tenderizer. So we're just gonna season our chicken very simply with just black pepper, like this. Okay. And salt. Simple but yet flavorful. We'll go ahead and heat up the pan so the pan can be ready for us. I just have pink Himalayan salt here, but you can use any salt that you have. I'm gonna take a pinch of this and sprinkle it all over my chicken, like that. And then I'm just gonna use my hands because your hands are the most useful tools to. Ooh. We'll look up recipes on Food Network because I used to love watching Food Network. I still do, but you know, spread it well. And right here I have about half a cup of flour. You can use any flour on hand. I just have all-purpose flour. And we're gonna lightly bread our chicken breast. By doing this, you are preventing dry chicken. And it's also gonna help create a nice golden crust on the outside as well. So. Okay, I'm just gonna wash my hands real quick. The best part, it's very, very affordable. The ingredients are very minimal. You just need lemon, chicken, capers, which you may have to buy, chicken stock, which I'm pretty sure every household has, and that's it. Parsley to garnish, but it's very simple and it's fast to make. Okay, so now that my pan is nice and heated, I'm gonna go ahead and add a little bit of olive oil and butter. Okay, butter for flavor, and olive oil has a higher temperature point, burning point, so it's gonna help our back up. Italian chicken dish. I promise you'll be taking you and your family on an inexpensive Italian. Okay, the pan was a little too hot. Okay, so we're just gonna let that melt in there. Meanwhile, we're gonna go ahead and bread maybe 4 pieces at a time. Okay. I've actually made this dish for my family many times. It was actually one of the very first dishes I ever made when I was 17 and thinking about going to culinary school. Now you want to make sure your pan is not too hot because it's going to make your chicken tougher because of the muscle fibers in your chicken. It's going to tense up if the heat is too hot, too fast. You could always increase the heat later on, but not at first. You want the chicken to settle in before you increase the heat. Tenderizing helps prevent toughened meat. So always have that. And the flour also helps from the chicken from drying out and for the heat to be too intense for the chicken.
And Jada was one of my very favorite chefs on Food Network. So I would go on foodnetwork.com, search up her name, and look up on all the recipes she would post. And this one was one of the most popular. I looked up the recipe, I recreated it, and my family loved it. And ever since then, since I was 17, they would always ask for it. Till now, when I'm 24. So this dish is definitely a winner. And if you guys recreate it, I promise that it will be a favorite, family favorite in your family. And it'll be amazing to bring for Christmas, Thanksgiving, birthdays, summer barbecues. Any occasion is perfect. Chicken and dusting it off. Is that 2 pieces? Oh no, no. That's just one. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and leave this here on medium low for about 6 minutes aside, just so it gets nice and crispy. I'll see you guys when all my chicken is now turning brown, okay? The world is in quarantine right now due to this pandemic, but if you follow this recipe and make this dish. So I've browned it up, every single chicken breast. As you can see, you want to get it nice and golden brown. No pasty color, okay? Because brown color equals flavor. So it's okay if you guys have some burnt pieces on your pans like that. As you can see, that will make more flavor. So now we're just going to go ahead and add all the chicken back. The star of the show is a lemon. So you want to use about a lemon to a lemon and a half at the most, depending on how much chicken you use. And then the recipe calls for half a cup of chicken stock, but I'm going to be using a cup just to make more sauce. And of course, the capers. Capers are my family's favorite ingredient in this dish. So we'll be using capers as well as some of the juice that comes in. So we're gonna come into the stove with me and pour some lemon juice all up on them chickens. Okay, not too much, not too much. You don't want the sour chicken. And then, if it does turn out too sour, you can always add more chicken stock just to make it more savory. And then I'm going to take some of these capers, add some of the juice in. Not too much because this has a lot of tang and salt to it. So, not that much. I'm going to save a little bit more just in case my family's crazy for this juice. So let's go travel to Italy together and take our taste buds on a journey. Like that. Okay. And then I'm gonna add the capers in here. And you could also chop up some parsley and sprinkle it on top for garnish if you please and desire. Of course, we're gonna add some more butter just to make it a little bit more creamier. I'm gonna use probably like half of that, maybe a little bit of that to create a nice silky sauce. Go ahead and add that in there. Now I'm gonna let this just steam up and seep up all the sauce for about 30 minutes, actually 10 to 15, and we should be done.